Ratika. So, how fantastic that you've managed to make this little bit of time, and I really appreciate you making this little bit of time, because I know you're very busy with all kinds of things happening in your life. To talk a bit about your experience of laughter yoga and the training course and the sort of impact it's had on your life. So tell us, Ratika.
So I first heard about laughter yoga from actually hearing you and your group laugh whilst I was practicing traditional yoga. And I really I felt the energy of the laughter, and I thought it was absolutely insane at the start. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to try a class the next day, and I loved it. I felt at the time I wasn't feeling so happy in my life, and I was looking at ways to improve my happiness level.
Yes, absolutely.
And almost short circuit the whole yoga path, which is not very time efficient if I do a whole practice with my busy lifestyle. And I instantly felt my mood change in a positive manner when I started laughter yoga. Yes, at the start, for me, I felt, okay, this is a little bit awkward when there's no jokes happening. Like, we're just literally laughing, and moving our body with our arms up and moving that are so gentle. So gentle. And I thought, this is so simple and effective, and it's a no-brainer that I could incorporate this into my life, and it will give me a quick regeneration, quick boost in my mood, quick boost in my posture, flush the air out in my lungs as well really quickly, because when you're laughing, you naturally have to breathe. And it's like in the yoga we do Kapalabhati breathing, was like, which when you're laughing, you naturally do that.
Yes, fantastic. Well, yeah, absolutely. I mean, thank you. I mean, everything you've been saying really sort of highlights so much of what it isn't yet fully appreciated about laughter yoga, in that it combines so many different, or it can combine so many different elements, like the breathing, right? But you know, in a laughing way rather than a breathing way, and the postures and the movement and the being aware. And I loved the way that you observed, you noticed how quickly it changed your mood.
Yes, very quickly. And coming to a new country like the UK, for me, having connections here wasn't easy for me to develop. And through coming to laughter yoga, I made friends with one of the guys, Charlie, there through laughter yoga, and just through laughing. We were in, and then talk about the funny nature of this yoga class, which we weren't expecting to do, because we're serious, very serious yogis with
yes, I know, yes.
Practice, I'm a very serious yoga practitioner, as you know, Joe.
Well, you see, it just shows in a way that yoga can be fun.
Yeah. That's it. It brought an element of fun and no pressure to, sometimes your mind is like, oh, I want to do this pose, no pressure, like just laugh and add levity to whatever situation you're in. I think for me personally, there was no side effects
Fantastic.
of laughing.
Yes, fantastic. And again, I love the way you, in what?
You can just get carried away.
Well, yes, it's great. And again, you mentioned the levity, the lightness.
Yeah.
And there's something about, well, it's lovely because, light practices tend to be so much more enjoyable and therefore so much easier to sustain and to carry on doing, because when they're light, they're more enjoyable, and they tend to be more playful, and they tend to be more fun. Well, you seem to be sort of demonstrating all that incredibly nicely in this conversation, Ratika.
Not only that, Joe, to be honest, I've also noticed my mum, she has like a nervous laughter, and that I realize now is a coping mechanism for her, which I didn't understand until I did your course.
Very nice. Yeah.
My mom laughs, and I would tell her sad news growing up. I would tell her like things that weren't so, and not so much with me, when other people, foreign to her, new people, because English wasn't her first language, she would just laugh. And I thought, Mum, that's not funny, right? But now I realize that laughing for her is a way of coping with difficult circumstances or situations.
Yeah.
So that is one thing I learned as well from the course.
Very nice.
To give me an understanding of why my mum is the way she is.
Very nice. So it brought you an unexpected insight.
Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice.
Before I would criticize her for laughing, and
that's nice. Yes.
Yeah. But now I don't. I understand, and I think, okay, just give her time for the news to sink in, and maybe explain to her, Mom, this is what happened, or rather than just be like, why are you laughing at it, or even judging someone else. It may not be my mom, but maybe someone else, and who may not understand the situation. English may not be their first language, or they may be in a situation where they mentally can't comprehend for whatever reason, and they just have a nervous laughter, and I can understand why they are laughing just innately, because it's an innate skill. I think we should all just laugh to release tension, but people can use it as a coping mechanism for difficult situations.
This is wow. I had no idea that it had had such a profound effect. Because we chatted a bit, but I had no idea, because what you've actually said is that it's actually, besides giving you an insight, it's actually it's helped you understand more widely and more generally. And anything that makes us be anything that helps us be kinder and more understanding with our fellow human beings is always fantastic. But I didn't realize that had happened for you as a result of the course, right? It was fantastic.
Yeah, the more I thought about it after the course, not at the course, but when I went home, I realized, oh my God, this is why my mom laughs when she's in uncomfortable situations, because she also moved, to a foreign country, that's Australia for her, and had to cope. And I now try to make levity of a situation, which is such a superpower, Joe. I think I know like yoga is no jokes, but I try to laugh about my circumstances that can come across as difficult.
Fantastic. Well, Ratika, this is fantastic, because that's another absolutely, it's another key skill to learn and practice in laughter yoga, because laughter yoga isn't about laughing when things are good. It's actually learning to laugh and be a little bit lighter and be a little bit sort of more playful when life is difficult. And you've naturally just sort of picked that up as a result of the course. Ratika, it's absolutely fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you. And, no, you're welcome, and thank you for teaching me, this incorporating the science behind laughter yoga, more importantly, and how I can microdose laughter into my life. You know, I can microdose that into my busy schedule or into moments that I may feel like I know I'm going to go through into a depressive mode or brought on by loneliness or isolation. You know, like if I were to experience another pandemic by myself, I'll definitely be laughing on Zoom with you.
Well, let's see if we can arrange that without the pandemic bit,
Yeah.
Ratika. Ratika, thank you. Thank you very, very much. I know you're, as you said, you're incredibly busy and you have a very sort of tight schedule. Thank you very, very much. It's been fantastic to hear sort of your experience in your own words.
You're most welcome.
Very, very much.
You're most welcome. Thank you for having me to share my experience.